My son, my son Joshua, is a couple of, not this past year, but a few years ago. You don't mind I use you as an example, son. He had his first basketball season, actually a second basketball season, right before the pandemic hit, and I was so proud of my son because he worked hard and went to practice every single day, and he made some new friends, and he learned what it felt like to push yourself and to work hard at something, and I was also super excited because his team won just about every game that they played. They won every game but one. And so I was excited at the end of the season. Well, actually, as the season was happening, I noticed, because they would have one big gym and there would be different teams practicing on different courts. And I'll bring my son to practice and I would watch the practice. And I noticed that there are some teams where the kids will come super duper late. And of course, it's not their fault. They can't drive. The parents have to bring them. And so some kids would come late. Some kids wouldn't show up until game day, so they wouldn't go to any practices but would show up at game day. Some kids, when they were there, they were not listening to the coach. They're running around, smacking each other and pushing each other, and the coach looks like he's getting ready to pull his or her hair out. And so I saw all of this. And so there's my son's team, and they're doing well, and they're disciplined, and they're doing what they got to do, and you're seeing the results. They're winning just about every game but one. And at the end of the season, they started to hand out the trophies. Now, bear with me, y'all. Y'all pray for me. But I see some of the teams who kids didn't show up to practice at all, and the same kids that were running around throwing the ball at the coach, throwing the ball at each other, running around, acting crazy, those same kids, and as a result, lost just about every single game. Those same kids got up and got the same trophy as my son and his team. Now, my son is still happy. The trophy's still in your room, son, and he should be happy. He should be proud. But if I'm being real with myself and being real before you all, I'm thinking in my head, now, they were acting a fool the entire season, and they did not show any discipline, and they didn't win any games. And they get the same trophy as a team that did everything they were supposed to do and worked hard. You see, if we're not careful, now we have, and I've spoke about this before, and I still want to bring it up because you may count that as a small thing, but I'm telling you, the enemy has a way of turning up the heat without you realizing the heat is being turned up in such a way that he acclimates you to things that will lead you astray if you're not careful. This is how I see things in the spirit, and so I see these kids celebrating with this trophy that they didn't earn. And with this trophy that they did nothing to get. They didn't push in, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do in order to get that reward. And so they're still getting the same reward. Now, the problem I have with this is that it communicates to our children in their formative years that you can do whatever you want to do and get the same prize as everybody else. It says to them, yeah, now I understand if you have a participant's trophy and then you have a third, second, and first, but y'all remember the ribbons? Remember that? They don't do that anymore. You're just a winner. Everybody's a winner. And that's the issue, is that now those children, they come and they become teenagers. And guess what? If their entire grade school life they've been told you can do whatever you want to do and you'll still get a pat on the back and a well done and get the same cupcake and the same pizza party and the same trophy as somebody that did everything that they were supposed to do, now they become teenagers and they're cutting a fool expecting the same result. And those teenagers then become adults who behave this way in the workplace. They show up late. They say what they want to say. They wear what they want to wear. And I dare you to say something to me, and they expect everything to work. Why? Because all their lives they've been told you do whatever you want and you get the same prize as everybody else. And so it communicates, well, why do better if I can get better not being better? Why? What's the point and the purpose? This league is like so many others, and this is taking place all all throughout our nation, I feel that it's important for children to know what it feels like to lose, to work hard and things not turn out the way you wanted them to turn out, to give it all you got and still not quite make it. There are so many beautiful life lessons that come as a result of experiencing that will teach them so much about life. And we miss all of that when we tell our children everybody gets the same prize. Doesn't matter what you do. Everyone gets the same prize.